as a firefighter, core stability is really important. Not just to firefighters, but everyone in general. And I think a lot of times it's really misunderstood. So this lecture is to go through, hopefully give you some different ideas of core stability, give you some different exercises that you may have never done before, and really talk about the dynamics of the core and what's really involved. Because a lot of people think it's just the abdominals. So let's go through some of this. So the core. The core is a very complex system of muscles. All right, it's not just our abs. It includes our back extensors, our abdominals, both rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, internal, external obliques. It includes our pecs, believe it or not, especially pec major, our traps, our lats, all these different things. And so I want to talk a little bit about that and show you. So here's a muscle chart. There's over 200, actually there's over about 600 muscles in the human body. But 200 of them or so are real major primary moving muscles. And if you look at this chart, one of the things I really want to show you is all this white material that we see here on the front and on the back. This stuff's called fascia. All right, and what fascia is it's a really dense connective tissue that allows muscles to attach, kind of like a tendon or a ligament. All right, and if we look on the front here, you can see we have all this white coming basically from the upper chest down through the abdominals into the lower pelvic region. We have tons of muscles that come and incorporate and interlace into this fascia. Like you can see the transverse abdominis, where'd my pointer go? The transverse abdominis over here. You can see the rectus abdominis here. You can see the obliques. The pec major comes in and attaches. And a lot of people don't realize that. We have some of the flexor, the hip flexors come in here, some of the pelvic floor muscles, a lot of different things in there. And what's important is these muscles make like a sling across the body, both on the front side and the back. Here in the back we have the traps, the lats, the gluteus maximus and medius come in there. We have the thoracolumbar fascias here. We have the erector spinae. Looks like we have some rhomboids coming in here. All these different muscles come in and attach to this fascia. And this muscular system, it's not just the abs or the back extensors. So when we work out, we need to work out in a very dynamic plane. And we need to work out in a multi-movement type of pattern. We can't just do crunches because the human body, we're not one directional, we're multi-directional. We twist, we rotate, we bend, and that's the things that we do daily living. So we need to work out in that way. One of the best things I like is a pulley system where you can pull down and crunch and do things like that. So let's go through some of these exercises. So first of all, how often should I work out? The core in this case. The core is considered a stabilizing set of muscles that we use on a regular basis every day, especially whenever we're upright for sure. They are considered endurance muscles and we should engage them within our workouts a minimum of 3 to 4 times a week, if not every day. And it's totally okay to work the core out every day. The difference is we're not doing big, high weight repetition. We're doing body weight, little bit of weight. Maybe you add in a 10-pound weight plate that you're holding when you're doing crunches or whatever. We're doing 4 to 5 sets and we're doing 20 to 30 reps. We're doing more of an endurance type of repetition, not big heavy lifting like we would do in a squat or a bench press or something like that. All right. So some types of exercises. Should they be dynamic? We just talked about that. Absolutely, yes, they should. We have crunches, we have sit-ups, Russian tilts, pelvic twists, leg lifts are some that we do. And all these are different things. But there's a couple that I really want to focus on. And the main one is a pelvic tilt. All right. And it sounds very simple, but believe it or not, it's a really important exercise. And so one of the best ways to do it is to lay flat on your back. Here they're shown with the knees bent. If you're healthy and you don't have back problems, what I would recommend is putting the legs straight out in front of you. So you're laying totally flat in a supine position or on your back. And normally, you're going to be able to have this void that we see right here between the surface you're laying on and the small or lower area of your back. So if you're laying down there, you should kind of be able to put your hand in the small of your back. And what I want you to do is flatten your hand, squash your hand between your back and whatever you're laying on, the bed, or hopefully it's a harder surface like the floor, carpet, something like that. And I want you to feel how you have to engage your abs to flatten that back. You're basically sucking your belly button into your spine. Now, while you're doing that, I want you to breathe normally, not hold your breath. You should be able to breathe normally and hold that position. That is a pelvic tilt. And you should perform all of your core exercises as if you were in that position, holding your belly button to your spine, rolling your hips and tucking your butt underneath you and kind of flattening your back. That is the position we should hold 100% of the time. Now we don't, but especially while you're working out, do that. And the next time you try to do your core workout, when you do your kind of personal core workout that I've put together with a few exercises and you post on it, hold this position, hold this abdominal pelvic position, and see how much harder it makes your workout when you're doing that. This is actually an exercise we give to post-pregnancy women to kind of help pull all that stretched out abdominal muscles back in. And then the other one that's kind of unique, that's kind of fun, is a Russian twist. And basically you're sitting in this upright position, holding that pelvic tilt, holding your belly button into your spine, and then you're taking some type of object, a weighted ball or something, and you're twisting side to side. And your legs are kind of up in the air. This is a great dynamic type of environment where you have to hold all that in. It's multi-plane, you're doing different motions and things like that. All right. There's a lot of other exercises. You can see tabletop, bridging. The other one that I really, really like for the back is this airplaning. A lot of times I call it the reverse dead bug. And what you're doing is you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg here. And you're going to kind of alternate back and forth. And the idea is that you should be able to set a cup of water on the lower back region and not spill it. And again, you're tightening the abs, pulling that belly button in, kind of keeping that pelvic tilt position, and while you're moving through here. A plank is another good one, or this one's called a bridge, but a lot of times it's considered a plank. You can go from your elbows and toes, hands and toes, or whatever it might be. And you're basically holding like a push-up type position for as long as you can and sucking everything in. And those are just some great exercises that you see here. So assignment, please complete the assignment labeled personal workout core strength and turn it in by the due date. You can find that on the syllabus, and within this folder where you find this lecture, you'll find a workout. So if you have any questions, call me. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoy the workout, you picked up a couple of new things, and you'll go from there. So again, try those exercises by holding that core and see how much harder they make it.